Before we get started in today's Quick Tip Thursday for Juanette's Crafting Corner, this is episode number 21. I would like to thank these people for their comments on my last video. I did like this person's name. She was called Bored Grandma Design. That was cute. But anyway, I am working on a flip-flop journal, and this will be Monday's video. I'm going to show you how I did it. It's going to be a tall document style flip-flop journal. And I have pages here, but I needed one more page for each of these signatures. And I wanted to use Rachel from Roxy Creation, her kit. And so I'm going to show you in this video how I was able to accomplish printing these pages into a document style format, especially this one, which is definitely one I'm going to use. I just love it. So let's get started on this Quick Tip Thursday. So here are the steps that I do to accomplish that. Now I have Rachel from Roxy Creations, her Italian journal page kit number 4. It is the PDF, and so I'm able to scroll through the pages and decide which ones I want. So we'll start with this one right here. What I do is I go up to File, click on it, so it's File up there. A drop-down box comes down. I come here and click on Print, and then my icon comes up of all of those images, 1 through 8. But for right now, I just want to do page 5. So I go over here to this little box here. You can either pick pages, all of them, or from, and I'm going to click on there, from. I'm going to type in 5 to 5. So then that is the page that would print. Now, if you look real close, it is the orientation of portrait. If I click over here to landscape, it doesn't do much except for still change it just to the other side. So that if you fold it long way, you still don't have it in the way you want it. But underneath here, there's a button that says Auto Rotate. I click off that button. Then you see the image that way. I'm going to click Fill Entire Paper. And there it is, long way. So I'm going to print that one off. So this is the way it was intended to print off when you purchase the kit. And I'm going to show you real quick. as I trim off my edges here, what it would look like in your journal. So there it is. You would fold it in half and it would go in your journal like that. You would have this page here. I did not print on the other side because I'm going to just use these pages as collages. But if you print it like I showed you, let's bring it in. And I must admit, though, you do lose a little bit of the real estate. So you do have to be careful what images you pick to do this process with. And I'm going to show you in just a second some of my failures. So let's just pull this off here, set it aside, bring in our paper. And so now it folds long ways like a document page. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and fold it that way. Now, this was the original one. And yes, that's absolutely gorgeous. And I lost that part. But this is pretty. Look at, I still have the E. I have a nice area to journal on. Turn it over to the other side. Yes, I lost a tiny bit. I lost that, but I still think it looks fantastic. Let's look at one of the other ones now. Now, this is the next one I'm going to print off. So I once again go up here to File, the drop-down box to print. That is page number 6. I can see right up here in the corner, page 6 of 8. I'm going to come down here, type in 6. There it is. I'm going to click off the auto rotate. Then down here to fill entire paper and print that one off. So here it was, the way it was intended to be printed off and used. Let's just bring in this one, trim it off. And once again, you lose a tiny bit of the printing, but if you're careful with what images you decide to print off, you can have them for your document style journal and have them work well. The reason is I wanted to use these in a journal and I did not have them document style. This is the journal I'm going to be working in Monday. This is what it's going to look like. So let me show you now. And I went ahead and printed off the back side. Now this one, let's see, if I fold it right where it's supposed to in half, it still works okay. I thought maybe I would have to fold it in a little different spot, but I don't. Okay, this is the way it was intended to be printed out. And yes, ooh, I lost that. It's absolutely gorgeous. But in my document style journal, got to have it this way, it it would go, but it would stick out way too much as to where printing it off this way, it fits in there perfectly. And because I did lose some of this area right here, I can still do a little decorating. I can print this off on its own. Remember, I did say I did not print the back because I was going to use it in collaging. I can still add some of this to it. So the half of the door is missing, but still, it's a beautiful image. I'm going to show you one more time on this one. I want to print page 8 of 8. Up here to the top, File, down here, Print. Go over here to where, what page I want, 8 of 8. Okay, then click off the auto rotate, fill entire paper, that button down there, and then print that one off. So once again, how the original would look printed out, and how printing it with using like the tall setting on your computer. We did lose a little bit of the floral over here, and I did lose this part here, but as you can see, I still have the image of the people there and some of the floral there. Now this kit is Rachel's Italian Travel Kit number 5, journal pages. And this page right here, it's number 4 of 8. It actually printed up beautifully. I love the way it came out. So File, Print. I want to go to which page. So it's 4 of 4. There it is right there. I take off the auto rotate, fill the entire image, and print it out. And I will show you how beautiful that one turned out. So that is the original. And this is it printed off tall image. And I actually like this one better. I don't mind that we lost this. This to me is prettier, and this is my favorite one. I folded it a little bit different because I will be able to add an extension on here. And so I did lose the door, but I did keep the window. Here's another one. The original, and then the bigger one. I did lose some of this here, but we still have the image that looks like a door. I folded it different so that, again, I will add an additional thing on here. And what I could possibly do is do an extension like that with a tuck. So we'll see. Now, remember I talked to you about you have to be a little bit careful with what images you use. This is the original. This is from Rachel's Renaissance kit, and I absolutely love it. But when I went to go print it out, I lost the images. And so what I did is on the setting where I took off the auto rotate, I didn't do fill the entire page. I have this from a book. And so all I did was put this in my computer, print it off. Then I put the paper back in the printer and printed it off. So this is kind of in the background, but because this image is so light, it did not distort this at all. So this will be able to go into a tall journal without any problem. Now, the other thing I did is I also printed it on the back, but I folded the paper up and created a couple of pockets. And so I might be able to put it in here and then just stagger it. And then I'll be left with a couple of pockets. Now I want to show you an image where, once again, had I left it full page, it wouldn't have worked out. So this is also from the Renaissance kit. What I did is I printed it off and I clicked the button, fill entire page. And what happened is a lot of her face cut off. Let's see if I cut it, if I folded it, this would be okay, but I don't like that I lost a lot of her face. So what I did is, once again, I took a piece of plain paper that just has a few splotches on it. I ran it through the printer. Then I put it back in the printer and I printed it without putting the fill the entire page. So I like that the entire image of her is there, and it still will fit into a document style journal. So that is my quick tip Thursday. Thanks so much for joining me. And I will see you on Monday as we work on this journal. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye.